What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. We are back here for another week in the stock market, last week of the year. Today, I have a very special presentation for you on my 3 critical strategies for you to become profitable and just to be able to trade SPY every day. What I've done is all the trades we've taken this week, I've had different lessons that I've outlined, and it's going to be a really great video. So please stay tuned as long as you can all the way till the end. And I'll also be doing some giveaways at the end for everyone to have a chance. Okay. So thank you very much for your time. I know a lot of people are probably hungover right now. And for those of you that are able to be here live with me, thank you very much. Okay. So let's step right into it. I'm not going to do any shout outs today. Right now, I'll do them at the end. Okay. So let's go ahead. So the first thing that we want to do, my friends, is we're going to go ahead and start with Monday. All right. So Monday was on the 19th. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hit the replay. I'm going to walk you through all the trades we took, and then I will discuss the different lessons that I have for each one of you guys in there. Okay. So first and foremost, what you want to do, guys, is always have the previous day's high and low drawn on your chart. That is not really a rule, but it's just a habit that I have. It just helps you to understand where we are on the chart. Okay, so you don't need to, uh, if you can visually see it very clearly, there's no need for you to obsess with it. But for me, even though I've been trading for 8+ years, I still need to have those lines sometimes just to help me to understand what's the overall strategy, what I'm trying to do on that given day. Okay. So first 3 minute bar comes in here. You could see that we opened inside. Okay. So this is what we call an inside open. So the lesson that I want to cover from Monday is scaling into the trend for maximum profits and that big days can pay for your whole week. Okay. So let me tell you what I mean by that. So let's go ahead here and let's walk through the first few bars of the day. So we have this inside open. I'm going to put this in the corner right here. And generally on that inside open, I'm not really doing much, just kind of waiting around and waiting for an opportunity to get into a trade. So I want to show you how the 3 minute looks, and then I also want to show you how the 5 minute looks. Okay. So what you want to do is you can toggle between different time frames to get a better idea. I like to use the 3 and the 5, but right here in the morning, this is about half an hour into the day. We can clearly identify a direction. Okay. So you could see here that we had a push down. So a lot of the times I want to see what's the first direction of the day. And the reason I want to see the first direction of the day is because I'm trying to understand what is the market trying to do? What type of trend are we trying to create for the day? Because we're pushing downwards, we could see that there's a potential that the bears, they want to short. So what are we going to do? So what we're going to do here is we're going to use some of our simple tools. The first thing we're going to use is the Fibonacci. Okay. So I'm going to go right here and I'm going to go from high to low like this. I'm going to double click and I'm going to put on just the 618. Okay. So here we go. So what we're doing here is we're saying, all right, the first direction on the day was down. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking for a pullback into our 618. So there's our pullback right there. We keep our stop loss at the high of the day for protection. So there's our protection right there. So you could see here, guys, a little bit scary, right? Because it looks like you're going to get stopped out right there. That looks like you might get stopped out. But again, we're using the Fibonacci for hidden areas of support and resistance. So here's our push down, here's our pullback. We short right here, stop loss up there for protection. And you could see there, guys, we had a beautiful rollover into a new low of day. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this lesson is scaling into the trend for maximum profit. So what does that mean? So again, here was the trend. It was down. So we use the Fibonacci. We're getting in the trend. So if we're pulling back, we're anticipating that the trend is going to be to the downside. Okay. And we are playing with the direction that's given to us. It's not always going to work, but if you can catch massive trend days, which happen if every week, sometimes every month, you can have multiple trend days. Okay. Not going to happen every day, but when you do catch a trend day, that type of day, you make so much money that it pays for any losing day that you have. All right. So let me go ahead and there was one more trade we took. So that morning leg fib short went for 30 points, which is $1,500. And then we had a short trigger. So let me show you the short trigger as well. So I'm going to hit the replay again so that I can show you the trigger right here. 1 second. So go back here. I'm just gonna boom. Okay. So Some of you might be asking, what is a trigger? All right. So every single day I have line in the sand levels. I have a level that I'm going to go long. I have a level that I'm going to go short. So let me go ahead and I will go back to the Discord and I'll show you the levels that I had. So every single day I post this plan for my members in Discord, and these are our line in the sand levels. So let me just make sure I have the right date. So that was Monday the 19th. So I'll take you back to the 19th. And then our short level was 381.59. So I'll go ahead and I'll draw that. So these levels are always near the top or the bottom of the chart. So based on the range of the previous day. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get in on this level, and I'm trying to anticipate that if we break this yellow, let's put it in yellow. If we break this level, that we have a chance to smash through the previous day's low. So now let's watch the replay here again. Okay. So again, we had that first pullback right here. There's our pullback. Okay. And then we came back up and then we broke through here. Okay. So that was this is our second play of the day where we added to the Fibonacci. So let me just go ahead and walk you guys through that. So I just want to show you guys the evidence that obviously this is not hindsight. I want to make sure you guys see that I call this out live, because I could sit here all day long and I could tell you should have done this and that, but it doesn't mean nothing. Okay. So here we go. Good morning, friends. Inside open short trigger is 381.59. So you could see that it's at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific on Monday. And right here is when our trigger got filled. SPY trigger short. This was 11 Eastern. And then let me just walk you through the fibs here. So we draw the fibs here as well. These are all live. Okay. So in total on the day, I'm just going to fast forward now, and then we can go back and look at the chart. So in total on the day, here was our Monday play. We were able to capture 30 points on the morning leg fib and 20 points on the short trigger. That's 50 points net, $2,500 per one contract. So obviously, if you have bigger size, if you are trading more and more and more, as you grow your account, you could be doing 5 contracts, 10 contracts. So that 2,500 could easily be $25,000, really. But when you start off, you just want to focus on baby steps, and then you can work your way up. So this first day, Monday, was a lesson on scaling into the trend. So what did I mean by that? We identified the trend was short. We shorted on the 618 and we added on the trigger. So we took 2 separate trades, net 50 points, $2,500. And obviously that was a big day, right? So big days pay for the week. This one day, even if I lose the rest of the days, will pay for that week. And that's very important, because if you are of the mindset that you're going to win every single trade and you're trying to do this for a living, you're going to have a rude awakening. Okay. It's not that simple, but when you do get the winners, they're simple. They're simple in the sense that they work immediately. A lot of the times they work and you get big runners and you can make big profits. Okay. So hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. Okay. So that is lesson number 1, scaling into the trend for max profits. Big days pay for the week. All right. So again, I want to thank you very much for giving me your time today. And I appreciate you. Let's keep the ball rolling and make sure you stay tuned for the giveaways later. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to put this in the corner right over here. And I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to adjust our lines. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead here. This was Tuesday's low. Monday's low and high. And then we're going to hit the replay. Right there. All right. So this is going to take us into our second lesson, which is about protecting when you can and being patient. Okay. So it's one thing to take profits and to have winners, but it's another thing to protect yourself. All right. So let's go ahead into Tuesday and I'll get the short trigger and I'll show you an example. This is great because the Monday short trigger was easy. But what if the short trigger is not easy? Then what do you do? So here we go. 378.83. That was our short level. Okay. And I just want to say happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas. I hope you guys enjoyed your time off, but the market is waiting for you guys, you know, and I really want to say this is the time to get serious and make money. You know, there's a lot of opportunities, but are you going to take the step forward this time or not? And it's totally fine if you're not ready, if you don't want to, but if you are, I'm going to give you all the content you need to succeed. All right. That's my goal for this year. Okay. So again, so our short this time was 378.83. So let's see how this one differs than Monday. So I'm going to also go to the live commentary so I can walk you through what I did on that day. All right, so you could see here, good morning, friends, inside open. So let's let the first bar play. So we saw that we were opening inside, right? And you could see that we actually triggered short right on the first candle. So we filled our yellow line. So short trigger 4 minutes ago. Who's ready? So you could see right here at 9:31 Eastern, 6:31 Pacific, we triggered. And I said, going to be patient here. Our stop on the original plan is 380.40. Let's give it a few candles. And you could see that we were patient, and then finally we got the targets we wanted. So let me explain to you. So sometimes you could see the last time on Monday when we took the short, it just worked right away. But what about this? What about when you get into a trade? Let's zoom in here. You get into a trade like this, you enter on the yellow line short, and then it goes against you. So what we do is sometimes you have to be patient, okay? So you could see right here, the next candle went right up. So it took us about 15 minutes before we actually got the play we wanted. So you could see after that, boom, we crushed through the previous day's low right there, and we were able to make money. So that was our goal, break through the previous day's low. So sometimes you have to be patient, and you can see I spelled patient with the pay because that's what it takes. Not every single trade is going to work right away, and if you're not following your game plan, then you are basically not letting the market or not letting the trade work, the strategy work. Okay, and I had a stop loss for this trade. It was originally up here, okay, somewhere above this candle. I have the exact level in the Discord, but I remember it was above this candle. So if it did continue to go up, by all means, at some point, I have to take a max pain stop loss. But before I get to my stop loss, if I'm moving it and not managing the trade properly, that's on me. Hit me with a 2 if you guys been through that. Hit me with a 2 if you guys been through that. If you are sabotaging yourself, then you're screwing yourself over. Okay. So here we go. So we were patient. We got our short trigger for 4 points. And then as soon as we broke through the low, we put our stop loss to break even. And you could see right after that, we came right back up. So patience and protection, very important. Patience and protection. Okay. And then right after that, guys, we had this home run play. I'm going to show you right here. I'll take the Fibonacci from the low to the high like so. And I'll show you right after that, we got a big monster. Came back down here. So just going to keep drawing our anchors until we get that pullback. So I'm showing you how to do the Fibonacci live. You keep pulling your anchor until you get a pullback. Okay. So here's our pullback now. We come in right in on that 618. That's where we went long, right there on that 618. Again, stop loss at the low for protection. And then from there, guys, check this out. Beautiful. Okay. Took a little bit of time to really squeeze, but it's squeezed, guys. Check this out. We squeezed in the end of the day. You'll see it. Boom. Okay. Really, really nice. There's our new high of the day. Really nice. That afternoon leg went for 32 points. So net on the day, 36 points. Okay. Pretty good. That's over 1,500 bucks. So put that over there. Put that over there. So the beginning of the week was very clean, very methodical. It was really, really good. Felt really, really nice. Okay. So hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. So lesson 1, scaling into the trend for maximum profits, big days pay for the week. Lesson 2, protect where you can and be patient. Okay, let's continue. So now we're going to go on to our first loser of the week, which was the opening range breakout that we took on Wednesday. So I have to speed it up a little bit, guys, because I have dinner plans and I don't know why it takes so long to get through these. But anyways, on the opening range breakout, we took a loser of 5 points. Let me show you that for transparency. So good morning, friends. Gap up, leaning towards an orb, short. So I went short at 6:33, 9:33 Eastern, send the red. I'm out, guys. So it took a loss within 6 minutes. It was a little bit of a heartbreaker because it almost got to the first target, but you could see we went short once this first 3-minute bar low broke, and we went short, and then you could see it turned right back. So we lost 5 points right off the bat. But right after that, guys, not an issue. We came right back down here, take our Fibonacci from our low to our high, and you can see the 618, guys, absolutely just went to infinity. So let me just fast forward. I'll show you guys. 1 second. There we go. So there was our pullback, and then there was our squeeze. So we lost 5 points on the orb, and we made 35 points on the morning leg, net 30 points. I want to take a second here and I want to go to Wednesday and I just want to show you how you would see it step by step. Okay, because when you're actually drawing the fibs in real time, it's not going to look like that, right? It's going to look like this. Okay, so I'll show you. So this was the commentary from, just make sure I have the date, from the 21st. So you could see we're drawing the first push of the day, and you could see these lines here. This is our entry. So 618 was filled right there. And let's look at this chart, because this is how it looks when you get in. Hit me with a 3 if that looks scary. We're buying. You could see right here, we said 618 filled long at 6:55 Pacific, 9:55 Eastern. You're buying on a red candle. That in itself, obviously, when you look back at the chart, you're like, oh, yeah, that's an easy decision, right? Oh, yeah, it went to the moon. Why wouldn't I? But when you are buying, the way that the market is programmed, it's like the opposite of your emotion. So red, you feel danger. You feel like I got to sell. But then that's when we buy, because the fibs are showing us that's the best area for us to get the most bang for our buck. And we get the cheapest price because we're buying it on a discount. So that's how it looked in real time. And then this is how it turned around right away. And this is how it squeezed through. Okay. And you could see everybody in the community, we're all hyped up because we do this every day. Okay. So shout out to the Trading Wars Army, man. Look, if you hit one of these fibs, you see how powerful this one was, 35 points. If you hit one of those a week, that's all it takes to be profitable, right? And that brings me to lesson 3. I didn't have an extra one here. I actually wrote another one a little bit later, but let's call it lesson 4. Lesson 4 is do not hesitate as a day trader to flip between long and short. Okay, do not hesitate. So lesson 4, be able to switch bias. Too many times I've seen people get killed because they watch the news, they're on Twitter, they're doing something that mentally influences them to the point where they believe the market will only go one direction. And the truth about trading is that the market goes up and down. Hit me with a 10 if you agree. The market doesn't just go straight up, and it doesn't go straight down. And because of that, my friends, we are day traders. We can short and then we can go long. We can go long, then we can go short. We can go long and short at the same damn time. That's why we day trade, because we have that power. That's why we're here. We want to take it. The institutions that are moving hundreds of millions, they can't get in and out as efficiently as we can because they have too much size. So because we're day traders, guys, we have to be willing to drop your bias at the door and to take the opportunities as they come to you. All right, that's very important. So there we go. That was net 30 points. Really, really nice on that day as well. Put that down here. And then we're going to go through the last 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Okay. So Thursday was a nice and simple day because we had a gap and go play. So let me just show you that. My goal this year is just to make you guys better traders. I've done everything I had to do in this game personally. I'm profitable. I've made money this year. I'm happy. I lost my Twitter account and it kind of hurt me a lot. And, mentally it bothered me that I put 2.5 years into something to see it disappear without me having an ability to fight for it. And the only reason that I'm still here, because I could just walk away. I'm here because I feel like my mission is to educate people. So this year, these videos are going to be catered towards making you see the light. I don't care if you trade Bollinger Bands or Flo, Joe, Mo, Larry, Curly, whatever. I'm going to make sure that I give you good fundamental principles that will help you. Let's continue. So on Thursday, the first 3-minute bar came in. You could see we had a nice little gap down here, and we broke through the previous day's low initially. So one of my go-to strategies is the opening range breakout when we have lots of volatility. So I'll take you right here to the 22nd. Good morning, friends. And I went short on the opening range breakout at 6:33 Pacific, 9:33 Eastern. So once this low broke right here, guys, we went ahead and we shorted. So here's our low right here. So once that low broke, we went boom right there. There's your short. And then it was pretty straightforward. That one was really nice. And you could see an example when the orb didn't work, right? The orb on Wednesday was a failure, but this is what it looks like when it wins. And that was a really, really clean trade. Okay. So here we go. So the orb on that day went for 100 points. So you could see, let me just show you guys. Let me fast forward. That was actually one of the craziest sell-offs we've had in recent memory. So we entered short right up here, guys. And then you could see that drop 100 points. So that 100 point drop, that's 5,000 bucks. And that lesson again, big days pay for the week or the month. Keep your losers small. Okay. The big days. If you catch one big day a week, you at the very least you should be break even. Okay. That's my philosophy. If you get a big day, like look, 100-point day, if you don't do anything dumb, you should have a high chance of finishing profitable. And then the last thing I'm going to wrap up here is on Friday. So on Friday, we tried the opening range breakout right here, and I lost again. So I lost 4 points on that. But then we had the morning leg fib right there, 14 points. So I'll just draw for you guys. Here was our high to our low right there. You could see that 618 filled right there at 940, took us down into a new low, 14 points, net 10 points, 500 bucks. So luckily, every single day this week, we finished profitable, which is a blessing itself, especially in December. If we add this up right here, 110, 140, round down 170, let's just round down again. So about 200 points on the week. 200 points is 10 grand on one contract. If you trade 10 contracts, it's 100K. And trust me, doesn't matter if you're trading one contract, 5 contracts, 10 contracts, 15 contracts, the setups are all the same. And that's another one of my rules is your sizing does not matter. The setups stay the same. All right. Hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. So don't forget, guys. I have a few announcements right now. Let's make sure that I'm taking care of you guys. Tradingwars.com. That's the place to be. We added this resources page. You can sign up for the live giveaway, which will be on January 2nd. We'll be announcing the winner of 2 lifetime memberships to my Discord. You can just fill in this form right here, and you'll be automatically submitted. Make sure you're subscribed. That's the only requirement. You need to be subscribed to the channel. And if you want extra bonus points, please follow TW Dairy. This is my backup Trading Wars account right now. We've gotten 600 followers in the last few weeks, so my community has stepped up, and I really appreciate you guys. But if why not, right? Because I mean, it's hard for me to go from 105,000 followers to 7,500. But when I think about it from an educational perspective, if I can help a few people on Twitter, then why wouldn't I do that? Okay. So check that out. And then please, when you get a chance, please go through these resources, quick guides. These are all like 5 or 10-minute videos, educational series. These are the longer ones. And the tools, download the 100 Trade Journal. It's free, so you can track your journals this year, your trades, brokers. This is what I use for Interactive Broker. And then here are all my hookups with the platforms I use. Trendspider, Tradingview, Thinkorswim. I have all the free indicators here for you guys. I really did this page. I think this is pretty much it. If you wanted to just start from scratch, everything is here. You have the guides, you have the tracker, you have the broker, you have the charting platform, and you have the free indicators. I designed it thinking, how can I get you guys ready for next year? All right. So as always, guys, check me out at tradingwars.com. Everything I talk about in the fibs is in this book, Fibonacci and Options Mastery. So feel free to check this website out. You get 30 days for free if you buy any one of my 3 books, and you'll get my indicators, the premium ones with alerts. So the premium ones have alerts you can send to your dog, your mom, your girlfriend, whoever you want. And you can send it directly to your email or to your phone. Get 30 days, come trade with us. Get the book, guys. I put a lot of time and effort into them. 69 pages, over 50 charts, teach you step by step. If you want to learn more about the opening range breakout and those strategies, then I suggest the SP500. It talks about futures as well. I've been through a lot in here. Check that out as well, guys. Or you can sign up right here on the main page. All right. So I'm going to be doing an annual seminar. What happened here? Why did that disappear? So I'm going to be doing a seminar in January. So anyone that signs up before January is going to be eligible for that seminar. Normally, I only let people join the seminar that have all 3 books. But for my annual seminar, it's going to be all of my trading results for the year and all of the systems and everything. So if you're in the Discord right now, if you join the Discord before the new year, I'm going to let you come to the seminar for free, or at least give you a recording. Okay. So check that out, guys, if you're interested. All right, let's go back to here. I just wanted to say right now, futures has gapped up, and it gapped and gone, basically. So gap and go style. We have a Nirvana pattern. So this is why it's so important to have the indicators, guys. These little patterns can make you a good bit of money. So there was our Nirvana entry right above here. Nice little win. This Holy Grail, a little bit choppy here, but this Nirvana definitely make your money back. So don't sleep on these patterns. They're very, very powerful. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead right now. Trading Wars Army exclusive content. I'm going to post some special stuff for the Army members and also for free members dressed in a bit here. So as you guys know, I've been posting exclusive things for the Trading Wars Army members, and I'm also posting my free option ideas. So make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube. You'll get these free ideas every day. These are different plays we have on the stocks. And then if you want to take it to the next level, join the Trading Wars Army. It's $4.99 a month. You'll get exclusive content every day. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do one quick giveaway, and we'll wrap it up. And that's pretty much it. Okay. And thank you again. And I hope you guys enjoyed the holidays. I hope everything was good. And the only thing that's really giving me passion these days is just to understand that I think my goal this year is to just make you guys profitable to the best that I can. That's what I'm going to do. I feel like a lot of the years it was about me becoming profitable. It was about myself becoming profitable. But now that I've been profitable, I don't even feel that crazy desire anymore, because I pretty much try to automate a lot of things. So it's taking the emotions out of it. And I have people that basically trade for me at this point too. You know, like so it's not the same, but it definitely motivates me to see you succeed. And that's what we're going to focus on this year. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a winner from a comment left on this video. This video did extremely well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste it in here. And go ahead and leave a comment if you haven't left one already. So let me go ahead. Leave a comment on this video if you haven't, and we'll pick a winner from here. Where's my mouse? I see my mouse over here. But when I come on the dark side, on the other side of the screen, I don't see it. Where you at? My mouse is in the void. Don't know where it is, guys. Anyways, try to get to this video, okay? What they don't want to teach you, long and short. I say, oh, my mouse is back. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to give you guys like 1 or 2 minutes to just make sure you leave a comment. Please, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. I have to make this YouTube successful, because I think this is the only platform that won't censor me for teaching people things that they should know from school. I think that's pretty much what it is. When you try to help people and you try to give out free information and people are charging tens of thousands of dollars for it, you piss the wrong people off. I think maybe that's what happened with me, to be honest. There's a lot of things. I know a lot of people were hating on me, and I was getting a lot of attacks, even though you guys see, I all that content I just gave you, there's people that will charge you $10,000 for that. You know that. So I guess that's an issue. All right, hit the refresh right here. So here we go, 80 comments. I'll pull out the random number generator. Here we go. 1 to 80, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here, Bill Lawrence, 5 days ago. Getting more info from each of these recaps. We'll review again for the different setups today. Thanks. Thank you, my brother Bill. I very, very much appreciate you. Thanks for being a part of the Army member. I see that Trading Wars icon. New member. All right. So let me see. New member. I wonder if so I actually could see how long you guys have been here. That's pretty cool. All right. So my brother Bill, hit me up with an email or message me on the Discord, and I will get you 1 month free and your book. Thank you so much, my brother. Don't forget to leave comments, guys. You always have a chance to win giveaways. I want to ask you this before I leave today. Are you more interested in cash giveaways, or you're more interested in membership giveaways? Hit me with a 1 for cash. Hit me with a 2 for membership. Because you guys know that I give cash to help people. Whether they want to use it for trading or not is irrelevant, but just to help people in general. So what would you guys prefer? All right. So this year we're gonna do a lot of giving. I feel like since I lost so much this year, the only way for me to bounce back is to give. Because even if things are trying to push you down, that doesn't mean you should get down. Even if things are being taken away from you or you lose people in your life, it doesn't mean you should let that take you down. So we just do the opposite. So if people are taking from you, you give. That's how you take things to another level. All right? And that's what we're going to do, my friends. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I will see you again tomorrow. All right, guys? Take care.